Hello, true believers. This is Doc Hogg, and welcome to episode 76 of Comics and Variety. Okay, this is a C&V short, a video I try to keep right around 3 minutes. But first, let me mention two indie comics that I'm backing that are coming to the end of their Indiegogo campaigns. The first is Black Tiger: Legacy of Fury, in which a brother battles sister for the future of their city and their family. There's lots of martial arts and a cultural appropriation in this one, and it has less than 2 days left on its campaign. So back it soon. The second is Russell, a comic about a hard-drinking, hooker-chasing, six-gun-toting, lovable little feline who has to travel back in time to save the president. This one has only about 4 days left on its campaign and still has a long way to go. So please do get on this one quickly. I will, of course, put a link to their Indiegogo campaigns in the description below. Okay, today I'm looking at issue 1 of Morbius, the Living Vampire. Put this on your to-buy list, and here is why. Morbius has always been a vampire who wants to cure himself of his vampirism, and you get that here. So kudos to the writer Vita Ayala for sticking with the traditional character. And any cure for Morbius is usually temporary, and we get that here as well. But it goes deeper than that. At the beginning, the villains are trying to steal some chemicals for some nefarious purpose. Presumably, Morbius needs those chemicals for his attempt at a cure. And so Morbius attacks them, but he leaves them alive. He doesn't drain their blood, even though the desire for blood, his bloodlust, is just about driving him round the bend. Why does he leave them alive? Because he is attempting redemption. As he says here, the villains were not good. The villains were not good men, and neither am I yet. And that's the sort of theme that gives a comic book more depth. Finally, what I like about issue 1 is that it violates my rule on splash pages. That is, that the first splash page should be on page 1 or 2. My rule, though, is a generality, which means that there are exceptions, and this proves to be a good one. In this comic book, the splash page doesn't appear until page 6, and then we get a double splash page. First, that is some really nice art. It really just kind of jumps off the page there. And I think the reason this is a good exception, that it doesn't show up until page 6, is that the writer is introducing the villains, and then the villains start getting attacked, and one villain runs away and thinks he is safe, and then boom, we get Morbius. In other words, the writer is building up to the splash, and I think that's a good reason to deviate from the rule. Okay, so put Morbius number 1 on your buy list, and see you soon.